and Jim.
Harvey Goff is our special guest.
Retired Harvey Goff.
Retired Harvey Goff, but threw me out of his restaurant on many occasions. I was 30 years old before I ever had a hamburger at Goff's Hamburgers. And did it ever turn ugly in there sometime when you threw somebody out?
Oh, every now and then, but not very often. There's a couple incidents. I'll tell you about one. Lunchtime, a guy came in with no shirt on, with wearing a fleece vest or a fleecy-looking sheepskin vest.
P-square.
And he had 6'8" long-haired guys with him, and I told him to leave, and he didn't want to leave. And I called the police.
It was Sonny Bono.
And could have been. And so this guy, I went around the counter over there, and I was talking to him and telling him to get out. The guy that was in the National Guard with me, a little short guy, just happened to be the police. He just happened to ride up on his motorcycle, didn't hear the police call, walked in there, and this guy's about 5'7", and the gorilla guy was about 6'2", and the guy's name was Dick Irwin. Dirty Dick was taking his gloves off, and he said, "Did Mr. Goff tell you to leave?" And he kind of looked at me, and I looked at him, and I said, "I did tell him to leave." And he got one glove off, and he said, looked at this great old big guy, looked up at him, and he said, "Now I'm telling you to leave, and you better leave quick." And the guy left. He had a little group of guys. They left.
The power of intimidation. Well, see,
about that time, all the police, about 6 or 7 police cars arrived.
Okay. Well,
reinforcements were coming.
I'm glad you never called the police on me. I had a friend of mine that was with me named Ronnie, and whenever you'd ask him to leave, he'd act like he'd pass out, and he'd lay there in his chair. And we'd go outside the restaurant and look in, watch Harvey. Hey, get up! Get up! That was good. I'm confessing to you now, Harvey.
Yeah, but I never remember that.
Oh, okay.
Whatever you want to say.
Let me get some phone calls here. Yes?
Yes, I have a favorable memory of Harvey Goff.
A favorable memory? Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Okay, it was in the summer of 1966, and my parents had just bought me a brand new car. This was at the one in Wynwood Shopping Center in Oak Cliff, and I put my car in reverse, and the brakes went out completely. So it started rolling backwards, and there was like about a 5 or 6 foot brick wall surrounding the patio, and it backed into that and knocked about half the wall down. And so I was real upset, so I went in to call my mother, and he gave me a free Coke. So I thought that was pretty nice.
Did he put it in a sack for you?
Pardon?
Did he put it in a sack for you?
No, he actually put it in a cup with ice.
Look, Harvey, what a nice thing to do.
I thought that was because I'd heard his reputation before, but I was pleasantly surprised, and he did make me feel a whole lot better.
He don't fool me. He ain't such an old crotchety bastard.
You may be the only person that calls in that says anything nice, so we'll see.
Well, let's see.
I didn't want it to be too one-sided.
Okay, thank you, man. All right, let's see. Hello, Bo and Jim Show.
Hey, Mr. Bo, how's it going?
What's up, man?
I never met Mr. Goff. I had his burgers; they're pretty good. But when he was talking about pouring that Coke in the sack, he sound like he's an old Coke sacker from way back.
Okay, forget it. Because Harvey does some good things too. Harvey has a steak team mission. Tell us about what you do for steak team mission.
We take 8-ounce tenderloin dinners to soldiers in ugly, dirty, sweaty, smelly places that nobody else likes to go.
Yeah. Iraq.
Well, I mean, not just Iraq. We've been to Kuwait. We've been to Uzbekistan. We've been to Afghanistan. We've been to Djibouti. We went out on an aircraft carrier Nimitz 100 miles south, in the North Arabian Sea, 100 miles south of the Iranian border. They were flying actual mission to Afghanistan off the carrier, live bombs.
You fed 5,000 sailors on the
5,000 sailors, typical crew.
Making me hungry, man.
And it looks like you need to eat pretty bad. You got a big food blister there. It's okay.
Food blister. I'm going to have to go get me a Goff's hamburger today.
You can do that.
You fed the soldiers down in Fort Hood, too.
And we fed about 10,000 soldiers at Fort Hood.
And where do you go next?
We're going to go to, we got 3 things on the agenda. We're going to go to Iraq in September and feed in 3 locations, 2 in Iraq and 1 in Germany. And then we're going to come back in November. We're going to feed wounded warriors in San Antonio, about 1,000 of them, on November the 17th.
Well, that's a good thing. And I'm glad we finally got to patch things up after 30-some-odd years here.
Patched what up?
What? Nothing.
He's not mad at you.
Because we enjoyed going to Harvey's just to get thrown out of the restaurant.
We're going there today after the show.
I think we should.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to the Preston location store.
Although Harvey's retired and won't be making us a hamburger or anything like that.
Hey, but if you like what he does with the steak team mission,
yes.
you can go to the Bo and Jim page at LoneStar925.com. There's a link there. You can give. You can find out all about it and help out our old buddy Harv.
Okay, Harvey, would you put that long-haired wig back on? You can take your headphones off and just put the long-haired wig back on. Just put it back on. Look at that long-haired piece of queer. Get the hell out of my studio right now. Get out of here.
Let me get this drink in the sack.
You are not welcome here. Get out of here. Go. Go. I ain't playing.
Go ahead, doo-doo.
Get out of here, doo-doo. Yeah, thank you. Harvey Goff, everybody. Get out. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here, you face quarter.
Too funny, Bo.
I love to
That's
throw.
too-
I can say I threw Harvey Goff out of my studio.
Too freaking funny.
Hey, give me a little time. I just shot a video about this whole thing, and I'll have to edit it and get it on the website a little bit later on this afternoon.
I'm glad I met him. He's
Oh,
really
yeah.
quite a guy.
He's not such a bad old.
No,
He's a big old softy at heart,
Yes,
man.
he is. Yes, he is.